Come with me to the worst nail experience I've ever had. So I did check the reviews before I came, and they had 4.3 stars and quite a good review. So as soon as I sat down, I looked to my left and I see these nasty ass buffers. These are supposed to be disposed after each client and the nail file, but they were all dirty. Then she takes the cuticle pusher and dips it in the water to clean off. Disgusting. Same thing with this. Disgusting. This is so self-explanatory to why I stopped getting wet pedicures, especially from the salons. Rinsing off instruments in the dirty water that you're putting your feet in is cross-contamination. Setting the things that you're using on people's feet on the ground is self-explanatory for cross-contamination. This is disgusting, you guys. But I'm not even shocked because I've seen worse. I'm not even gonna lie. But to do it in front of the customer is crazy. Y'all, I'm not sure what type of lotion this was, but it was definitely water-based. It left my skin so dry. It's like she put no oil on whatsoever. I mean, look at it. Look. Dry. So then, y'all, she takes the brush that she's been cleaning and scrubbing my feet with to clean out the inside of the tub. I know for a fact this is done at 98% of salons. I've seen it before we get in, but to see it right here that you're doing it and then you're gonna come back in and wipe and scrub my feet off with that same brush, girl, is you serious? She's over here rubbing the skin off my damn feet, y'all. There's no lotion, there's no oil, just dry feet. So this is news to me. Then she takes a nail file and begins to scrub my feet off with it. I've never seen that a day before in my life. Y'all, I swear to God, every time she went in this drawer, I was so damn scared. Like, what is next? But luckily, she was done, and I asked to go to the bathroom for the last ultimate test. Of course, there was hair on the toilet seat. The sink was disgusting. But here is what I was looking for, y'all. If you go to any back of the nail salon, you will see where they store all of their stuff. The brushes were soaking in water. Y'all, they're supposed to dispose those brushes after every use, and they obviously don't. Disgusting.
The worst nail experience of my life. Why is there 2 tips? Trust the process. You OMG, why did she scoop the powder like that?
Relax the finger.
I have a question. Why is there 2 tips on 2 of my fingers?
2 equal 1. 1 tip.
Okay. I get what you mean.
I was too scared to correct her.
How long have you been doing nails?
2 years.
Okay. I think it's on my skin.
Cái cây cỏ này.
Does she even know what she's doing? OMG, she's not even filing for real.
This one right here, your finger go over there.
Okay.
So I make it go over there.
Are you gonna blend the tips together?
You see, I do it.
This one's a little long. Can you make it like even?
Long?
Yeah.
This takes forever. Why you don't tell me in the beginning? I don't.
You told me everything was gonna look fine later.
I say I fix later. Now you want to.
So this is fixed already?
It was nothing wrong.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just leave it. Just leave it. No, just leave it.
Okay, but I want you to pay me. I need happy customers.
I'm happy, but okay. I think you need to drill more.
Drill more?
Yeah.
When this happened?
I don't know. You did it.
I don't remember do that.
Are you gonna get more polish?
We run out.
Don't rush on me, okay? I really like my nails to look good.
I have customers. Hello, you say you 2 minutes away. No, I done. I have nobody yet.
You're not the owner?
It doesn't matter what I am in here. So you're not the owner.
It doesn't matter.
Are you the owner? Is this your?
Doesn't matter. You can
So
leave.
then, can I talk to the owner?
You can leave.
I'd like to talk to the owner.
There's no owner here. You can leave.
There's no owner
No.
for this business.
No, there isn't.
What do you clean?
I'm wiping my table down. What do you
So
mean?
you are
by
the
I'm
owner.
cleaning?
And you're
Okay,
not going to
you
give me
can
a
leave.
refund.
No, I already told you. I'm not going to give you a refund.
For the fact that your nails didn't even last 24 hours.
My nails in here always last.
To other people,
no
correct?
way. There's no way.
Correct? So I can't get my money back nor my tip because your site says that you were closed and you're telling me I'm supposed to drive down here to check to make sure that it was open. Even though you can't check and update your website to make sure that it has your business hours correct. Right? That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying?
You know what? You're just standing here trying to pick a fight with me.
I'm
I
not.
already
I'm
told
asking
you. That's
you
exactly
for a
what you're
refund
trying to do.
for the fact that my nails were shit and I paid you $105 to get them fixed. And what? And you're not going to do anything. Right? You're just going to sit here and clean, not your business, but not refund me the money.
No, you went somewhere else and
Because
not
you guys were closed.
Okay, and that's my fault.
It's not your, I'm not saying that's your fault. I'm saying because you guys were closed, I went somewhere else and got my nails fixed. And so because of that, you can't refund me my money when you weren't the one that fixed it.
Okay, so if I go over here, eat food, and then my stomach hurts that
We're
night,
gonna refund you.
guys close, I come back the next day.
We
say,
refund
Mike,
you.
You're not gonna do
We
that.
do that for
No.
everybody. We're gonna refund
No,
you,
you're
or we're
not.
gonna remake the food. We're not gonna sit there and tell you like, I'm sorry that you got sick.
Oh, I was
Fuck
there
it.
yesterday. My stomach hurt.
We do that for people all the time. That's
see,
customer
that's not
service. It's not your policy, so you don't have customer service.
That's not my policy.
You have no
My
customer
policy.
service.
So I get it. If you broke it now, you came back.
Okay, so
I
then
would've
take all
fixed
these
it.
off.
I would've-
Take all these off and redo it.
I would have redone.
Take all these off and
went
redo
somewhere
it.
else.
Okay, but
you
your
went
policy,
somewhere else. You got
your
the service done somewhere else.
That's fine. And that lady was like, if anything happens, you come back and I'll take care of you. Thank you. And that's what I told her. Thank you. So since you're not going to refund me, take all these off and redo it. Take all these off and I don't care. What'd you say? Your policy.
I don't fix
your policy is what?
Work.
But your
shit
shit fucked up. So there's nothing you're gonna do, right?
There's nothing I can do because you already went somewhere else.
So you're gonna do nothing.
Don't record me.
I can do whatever I want. Please do. Please do.
What make it worse, I call my friend. As soon as I put my face in the camera, this bitch cackling. Hang up on you. Not in the mood.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know, it's your favorite island girl Jody from the 876. From there, so the title of today's video, you know, we are diving into a topic that is equal parts shocking and also relatable. We're talking about nail horror stories. You know that feeling, you get that Pinterest inspired picture because you want to go in for a relaxing mani or pedi, but things turn out for the worst, leaving you with a nail tech nightmare. From botched designs to painful cuticle cuts, these TikTok stories will make you think twice before your next salon visit. Grab your favorite drink and settle in as these creators continue to share their jaw-dropping nail shop horror experience that has gone completely wrong. Trust me, much like the videos we have seen thus far, you won't believe what these other ladies went through. But before we continue with the rest of the video, guys, please remember to like the video. It's an easy and free way to support my channel, and also subscribe if you're new to become a part of the Islanders family, guys. Drop some palm trees down in the comment section that will indicate that you are new so we can officially welcome you to the Islanders family. Have you ever had a nail experience that went completely wrong? And if you did, let us know, how did you handle it? I want to hear your stories down in the comment section. Without further ado, let's continue with today's video.
Okay, so story time on how I cheated, and the person that I cheated with literally did me the worst way. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. I got up this morning looking good, feeling good. I said we finna have a self-care day. So my first thought was Popeyes, because how could you start a self-care day without putting some food on your stomach, right? And I just knew I was finna have a good day because, baby, they felt like working. Them ghost pepper wings was so good and fresh. It's me being real big bag, sitting outside the nail salon just chomping down. So let's get into the tea of what really had happened. I finished my food, walking the nail salon. They say that my nail tech is not here. He's still on vacation. So I'm like, give me the next best person. The lady was like, the next best person, she got somebody, and she got somebody after this person as well. So I said, okay, give me the next best person. So I sat down and waited, and he was finally ready. Y'all see the way he turned my hand around to make sure he laid them nails straight on my fingers? Yeah, that was a confidence booster for me, because I just knew he was finna eat these nails right on up. Baby, I was wrong, because the way that acrylic looked, I should have known that was a red flag right there. But I let him keep going. When I finished, my nails was so ugly, and then they had the nerve to charge me $90. So looking from right here, they don't look too bad, right? I cried the whole way to my lash appointment. Like, I just could not believe this man really played with my nails like that. This is how my nails look like in real life. Like, let me know, do y'all think he played in my face? Like, because would y'all have paid $90 for these nails? Let me know in the comments.
All right, never mind the way I look. I just woke up, but I'm going to address some of y'all comments. This comment say, if you don't go back and make him fix them. Girl, if he couldn't do it right the first time, what make you think I want to go back and ask him to do it again? And a lot of y'all saying, oh, I would not have paid $90 for the service. But the thing about that is, I'm not trying to go to jail over no French tip nails. Let me give y'all a quick backstory on the reason that I went ahead and just paid the money and went about my day. So prior to me going to the nail salon, I had already hit up my lash tech and he was squeezing me in. So I'm like, okay, I got about 2 to 3 hours before my lash appointment. I'm going to go do my nails first. So I get to the nail salon. Mind y'all, they told me that my nail tech would be there on Wednesday, which was this past Wednesday, 2 days ago. The video was recorded on yesterday, Thursday. So when I get there, I asked the lady, I'm like, is number 4 back? And she was like, no. Prior to that, my nail tech did my nails like 2 weeks before he was leaving out the country. And keep in mind, when Mother's Day rolled around, my nails had needed a fill already. So when I had went back home to Florida, I had got my nails like soaked off and I had got a full set. Y'all, I hated those nails as well. So when I got back from my hometown, I go to the nail salon. I'm like, is my nail tech back? And they were like, no. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to just thug it out for another week. That's fine. In between that week, a nail had done broke. Mind y'all, I'm walking around with one broke nail for like 5 days. If you know me, you know I do not play about my hair and my nails. So it was already eating me alive to be walking around for 5 days with a broken nail anyway. So when I go back on Thursday and she say he not there, I'm like, my nail is broke. It's been broke for 5 days. Like, I'm starting to get aggravated. I'm going to just take the next best person. So that's when they told me that the next best person, she was busy, and she had somebody else next. So that's when I was like, well, who is the next best person? Keep in mind that still puts him in top 3. So she was like, the person in the front, and he almost done with the person he on, so you will be next. Mind y'all, I'm recording the whole thing because I'm just vlogging my self-care day, not even knowing my nails finna be fucked. So I sit down, I show him my nail inspo, and let me show it to y'all real quick. Hold on. So this was my inspo, but I told him that I wanted medium long length. Now, keep in mind, he was already taking so long, which is the reason that I didn't even get the diamonds on my nails. By the time he took off my old set, my fingers were burning so bad. It literally took him like 45 minutes to take off the old set. So I'm like, damn, I don't want to be late for my lash appointment. So just do French tip. Like, you don't even have to put the diamonds on them. So he was like, okay. Fast forward, he started laying there. And I'm already looking like, why the acrylic look like this? Like, it just was looking funny to me. Like, look at the pink. You can clearly see that it just is not giving. So me being me, I'm trying to trust the process. I'm like, how could anybody fuck a French tip? So fast forward a little bit more. He do that and then he start putting the polish. So as he put the polish, I'm not going to lie. The first 2 nails that he put the polish on, he did a good job. This the first nail he did. And then this is the second nail that he did. So as y'all can see, honestly, those 2 nails don't look bad at all. So then one of his coworkers come bringing her ass over there. And she started talking to him the whole time. And that's when everything went left. Each nail that he do, after he do it, he's telling me to put it under the lamp so it could dry. So as he doing the nails, I'm just looking like, damn, this looks up for real. But me being me, I'm still trying to trust the process. Y'all, it wasn't until he did the thumb that really put icing on the cake for me. Like, just look at this shit. Like, you didn't even try to make it even. And keep in mind, at this point, I was already supposed to be gone, headed to my lash appointment. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna just let this man finish my nails. I'm not even finna trip. So he finished and I'm like, how much? But I know for a fact, he could tell that I did not like my nails. And you want to know how I knew he knew I didn't like my nails? You know, when you swipe your card, they always give y'all the paper that you're supposed to write the tip on. The man didn't even give me the paper to sign or write the tip. So he knew he for my nails. But yeah, that was pretty much the whole story of what happened from the time I got there to the time I left out crying. If I didn't have my lash appointment, I probably would have, stayed and fought the situation. But baby, I could not have had nails and my lashes looking a mess. But yeah, with that being said, my lash tech definitely eats down real bad. And he definitely made me feel good once I got there and got my lashes done.
Okay, so story time on how I cheated, and the person that I cheated with literally did me the worst way.
Okay, so if you caught my last video, you know that I cheated on my nail tech, and the person that I went to did me real dirty. The video I posted ended up going viral, and this nail tech in my city ended up hitting me up like, girl, let me fix those. So of course I took her up on her offer, so let's go and get our nails fixed. And y'all already know I'm real big bag, so first stop, we had to get some food. Chick-fil-A it is today. I ain't gonna lie, I was a few minutes late going inside my appointment because your girl was outside eating. But I had text her and I let her know I'm outside. I'll be in just a second. She said, okay, girl, that's fine. As soon as I sat down in the chair, my girl Ro got straight to work. She drilled all the polish off and she filed these nails to perfection. When I told him I wanted square, this is the square that I meant. Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This little design she was doing, at first I was kind of scared, but it came out real cute. Let me know what y'all think. Honestly, I told her she could do whatever she want. Let me remind y'all what my previous nails looked like. Yes, these was the big old nails that had me crying in the beginning of the video. But yeah, this was the finished product. My girl Ro definitely did me right. She added a little charm to it for a little razzle dazzle, and that was the
Thank goodness that nail tech came through for that creator, because I did not imagine those nails were able to be fixed. Did you see those? And much like that creator, it has become quite a trend of lately where ladies are now taking to their social medias in tears after getting botched nail appointments. And honestly, we can't blame them, because you go into a salon expecting to leave with fresh, flawless set of nails, but instead you walk out with something looking as bad as those. Must have bring tears to your eyes. Whether it's a completely messed up design or a nail tech going too far and cutting you, or just straight out disappointment of not getting what you paid for, these emotional reactions are becoming way too common, and these are exactly the reactions that these other creators have. So let's keep watching.
I'm literally never getting my nails done ever again in my life. Literally, look at this. I'm so mad. Oh my god.
Mad crooked. It's not bad overall. It's fine. Like, this is pissing me off. You know what's funny? A bunch of you guys were saying that I should have done a nail trial, but y'all, I did so many nail trials. If you scroll back, you're gonna see so many different nail trials that I've done. So there's a nail salon around my house, and I had this guy, y'all. I even had a tech, and he was ready. We were trying different shapes, almond shape, and we were ready to go. I'm telling you, it's just something about wedding planning that makes you delirious. I gave myself just one day to do everything, manicure, pedicure, my hair, and even with after that, the whole debacle, I didn't even get time to do my feet, y'all. I was just exhausted, and I definitely should have planned better. But anyway, I went to the guy, the nail tech guy that's by my house, and he was like, girl, what is that? That looks so bad. Like, they didn't even shape it properly. But he said, since it's UV nails, I can keep it on for like another 2 weeks. He'll file them down and, you know, make them super flat. And since they're already square, we'll just keep the square shape. And he said, come back in 2 weeks, and then we're going to do a whole new set. And we're going to have a do-over because that was unacceptable. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to stick to what I know. And that was my bad. Yeah, wedding planning is crazy stressful.
You should take 2 lessons from this video. 1, if the chair is empty, do not sit in it. And 2, parents don't stop being parents after you turn 18. So I was going to California last summer, and I figured, hey, why not get my nails done at this one place that I really wound up liking? Because when I went to vacation in Canada, I got my nails done at this particular nail salon by this really talented nail tech, and he gave me a set of nails that looked like this. These aren't my hands, but I don't have a picture of my actual nails. And I've been getting acrylic sets since I was about 17, and these, and these kinds of nails and the quality is what I'm used to. Not to mention it's what I'm paying for. So when I go to the same nail salon that I got my nails done to go to Canada, I didn't think it was going to be a problem. So I walk in and I ask, who can do an acrylic set? And this man sits me down with this lady whose chair has been empty for Lord knows how long. And I ask her if she can do this particular style of nail. And she says, yes, I can do this particular style of nail. And she gets started and whatever, and I'm not a nail tech, but I've gotten my nails done enough times to know what the process is supposed to look like, especially when you're getting a particular shape. And the last time I got lipstick nails done, you are supposed to take a stiletto acrylic nail and like glue it on, and then like take nail scissors and cut it to the shape in whatever direction the client asks for. She takes like like these types of nails and glues them on. The process is completely rushed, by the way, but you know, that's her process. And she starts shaving them down. And they start looking really gross and nasty. So I'm like, you know what? I keep asking her to make changes. It keeps looking more and more gross. So I'm like, you know what? I just want square nails. I just want short square nails, but that exact same style I showed you. Yo, when I show you what these nails, when she shows me these crunchy ass, falling off the bone ass, sloppy ass nails and charges me $80 for them. Mind you, up to that point, this has been my most expensive set, and this cost roughly $60 to $65. Shape, designs, and all. And when I said $80, are you sure? She said, yes, 80. Like, getting mad at me for them disgusting ass nails. So I pay for them. I get back into the car. My mom sees them. She's like, oh, hell no. She walks back into the store and says, I demand to speak to the person who did my daughter's nails. This is disgusting. I want somebody else to do these nails. You're not touching her hands ever again. And she's going to get comped for it. Mind you, I'm sitting in the corner like a child, but she gets the job done and I get my new nail. By a new person, by the way. And this is what they wind up looking like, and the owner winds up knocking off $20 off the price, which $60 for this set is still pretty pricey to me, but I'm annoyed. I go home and these nails look fairly decent for the function I get them for. Third lesson is to don't let people disrespect you, because when given the opportunity, they will.
Since when did the nail salon get so expensive, y'all? I just went and got my nails done. Now I see why everybody go to, the independent girlies. Because at this point, I only want to see somebody that just specializes in doing nails. Because just for one thing, your design and your shape is going to be right. I went to a nail salon, like a traditional nail salon, and they literally, it was just such a horrible experience because she couldn't get the shape right on my nails. They charged me $7 and they said this is considered a long nail. My nail bed is almost at the top of this because I have a really long nail bed. This is not a long nail. And they said anything basically that is not a nub is a long nail. So you mean to tell me you're going to charge people extra for having a nail? Because basically you only want to do the nail bed. Stop. Then when, after I said something about the long nail fee, I'm going to pay it, but it's just the fact that it's there. I can see if my nails were long. My nails are not long. Then for the tips, the base started out at 20%. 20%, 25%, 30%, and 35% were your options to tip. Where they do that at? Because it used to be 10%, 15%, 18%. And if you feeling real fresh, there was a 20% on there. But you mean to tell me now we're starting out at 20% as the base? Stop it. I was already on the fence about going to get my nails done because I feel like, first of all, I never liked the time it takes to sit in there and get your nails and get a pedicure done. But then you mean to tell me the base of the services that I had, this is just it's dip. Y'all see the length, the shape ain't right. This is supposed to be a pointy almond. It's not given that. It's very much given like circle or like circular shape to me. And it's very much giving like, I asked her to make it like a little thinner. It's not giving what it needs to give. Let's just know that. So my nails were about, I want to say they were like $52
52 and my pedicure was like 55, or vice versa. So that's the service. And then you want to charge me, then you want me to put a 35% tip on there. And I get it. You can change it and tip whatever you want to tip. But the fact that you have that listed as an option, 20%, 25, 30, 35, you're out of your mind. This is a ripoff. The nail industry is a complete ripoff now. And I know because of COVID and inflation, all prices are up. But come on. You are playing games with people and their money. You're playing in their face. So from here on out, I will be joining the press-on girlies, getting my press-ons, or I will just be painting my natural nails at home, because that amount of money to spend on a product that you don't even like, I can't. Okay, let me just fix that. I am gonna go get my nails done for my bridal shower and for my wedding, but I'm gonna go to a place that specializes in design and shapes, like the independent nail girlies, or even if I find one of them, I'm gonna do that. I'm not going to a tradition like the regular nail salon, because no, I can't waste my money like that. That's crazy.
Okay, not to be dramatic, but these are the worst nails I've ever had in my life. I got these 6 days ago and they're already all doing this. It's even got a hair stuck in it. I've lost 3. And on top of it, when I got them done, they did dip and then put gel on top of it, because the black powder got all where the white is. And then now they're completely uneven. Do you see how bad these are? Now I look crusty in Dubai.
Okay, y'all, come along with me on my worst nail experience ever. This is Top Nails, located in East Point, Michigan. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. I haven't had my nails done in a long time. I've been a press-on girlies for a couple months now, because I'm trying to save money, blah, blah, blah. But me and my mom was like, okay, we can have a little girls' day and whatever. So we went here. My best friend go here. And I could do how that man jumped on that judge, that's how I could do my best friend right now. Because 0 out of 10, I was trusting the process, but the process has failed me. Look at my pinky in the next clip. Why was he trying to match? Why is it that long? Was you trying to match it with my other nails? You trying to catch it up? It's long, like what? Then when I told him my nails crooked, he still messed it up. So this me looking at my mama like, girl, I'm so ready to go. I'm irritated and I'm hungry. But this lady massage gave him 1 point, but never again.
No, some of these stories are unbelievable. Imagine walking in for a cute nail set only to leave with something that looks like something like a 5-year-old painted. Even worse, getting hurt in the process. Like, oh my gosh. From untrained or unprofessional nail techs to unsanitary practices, it is definitely shocking to see what some people have gone through to get their nails done. One of the biggest takeaways from what we have seen so far is how important it is to do your own research. Always check the reviews if possible, and pay attention to the cleanliness of the area, and do not hesitate to speak up if something feels off. Your health and the satisfaction are way more important than going through a bad appointment. Up next, we have a story from one of my fellow Jamaican compatriots, and trust me, you don't want to miss this one. She's about to share her nail tech experience after she wanted to become, hot girl summer and all of that, and she basically shared it with us from start to finish. Us Caribbean girls like to fix up. In other words, enjoy a good beauty routine, and sometimes things goes horribly wrong, and her experience was a perfect example. So let's take a look.
Believe me, when I said this is the first time I get my nails done from summer, I was so excited, but boy, me not. Me should have known from yesterday nails here. Oh my gosh. Me never know so then sitting here I'm in a 2023.
But like, can you add the acrylic without the nail?
And put the acrylic over.
I know.
Yeah, for the gel, you see?
The lady just wipe the acrylic over the nail she put on my foot.
You're gonna file it now?
Yeah, file with the clean and put the gel for top. Shiny. Special, girl.
That moment I feel like for cry. I feel like I get up out of the chair and run. Change a song, run to backside.
I'm shorter because I have to put my foot in spikes. It's gonna hurt my foot.
I was a nice so because I actually pay the lead. Me just couldn't do it. Me just have a peer. Oh my gosh.
Where? Right there. This your card, your receipt, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Like for part 2. Like for part 2. If you really want to see how the nail turn out, like for part 2 because that one are really serious.
I'm literally crying over my nails right now because they're so ugly. Oh my god, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels, and this is what I... Can I actually keep them like this?
What you mean?
Like, just keep them like this?
Without filing?
Yeah, just like this is okay.
De verdad, ella se la quiere dejar así. I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you don't want it bad then? No, like this is good. This sleeve like this.
And this to put design at top?
No design. Like just like this.
Oh, you mean you've been no filing, just living like that?
Yeah.
And no design?
Mm-hmm.
No, we
What?
don't understand.
What?
Like just leave it like this. Like
You want it matte, you're saying? Or you just
no, like the appointment like done. Like this is like how I want it.
She just doesn't want her to file it anymore.
Yeah.
She wants that size. Or you don't want her to
Like
put...
can I just leave the nails just like
Oh,
this? Like
you
just
don't
pay
want
right now.
gloss, you don't want...
Oh,
She
just
right.
okay.
Yeah, like just pay right now.
Okay, that's fine.
She likes it. Ella dice que le gusta así, ella no quiere nada.
I know.
How much do I owe you?
Who's gonna tell you?
¿Tú no se la terminaste?
Sí, yo le puse todo el acrílico ya.
Okay, so, it should be 55.
55? Okay.
Go put the hands in the mic.
There's 60. You can
No.
keep the... Oh.
Yes, you have to get to her.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Basically what had happened was the girl that I booked with, I went to her like 4 or 5 years ago, I think, when she had like a salon, whatever, and I remember the nails were cute, right? So I found her again on Instagram and I went back. She's at a new place and I made the appointment with her literally last night, right? Hold on. Sorry, I was just ranting to my husband. I DM'd the girl on Instagram last night and said like, hey, do you have any availability for tomorrow, which is today? She said, yeah, come at 10. So I'm here and I walk in and like she's still sitting with someone. I knock on the door because it's like one of those suite things where there's like a bunch of like people with businesses working there. So I knock on the little door and I'm like, hi. And then she's like, oh, okay. She was like, oh, you can have a seat. She'll be here in a second. I close the door and I'm like thinking back on what she said, like, what the fuck do you mean she'll be here in this? Like, who are we waiting for? Who's gonna be here in a second? And like I'm just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Like 5-10 minutes go by and some girl just walks in, closes the door, and then like 2 minutes go by and she's like, you can come. So I go and I'm sitting like with this random ass girl that I don't even know. Like, I did not book with you. Why are you doing my nails? Why wasn't this discussed? So, and like situations like this just give me really bad anxiety. So like I'm just sitting there and letting it happen. I'm like, okay, maybe she's good. I'm very particular about like how I like my nails. So I was literally on Instagram last night zooming in on every text and cuticles. Like that's the thing. Like I do not want my nails to look like I need a fill in after I just got them done. She starts doing the nails. I had base coat and top coat on prior. She didn't even take that shit off. Like, she literally just started laying acrylic over that shit. Starts with the thumb, right? I'm like, I can't even fucking speak. She does the thumb, and I'm just like, the acrylic application's looking a little funny, but let me just trust the process, you know, let me not judge yet. But then she moves on to the next nail, and the next nail, and the next nail, and the next nail, and the next nail. She finishes my right hand, and it literally looks like I need a fucking fill in. I'm like texting my cousin, I'm texting my husband, I'm like, what do I do? Like, what do I say? Like, I don't know what to say. Like, should I just sit there and trust the process and then end up paying this bitch like $200 for this bullshit ass nails that she's doing? I just think to myself, like, let me wait till she finishes the other hand with acrylic, and then I'll just say, can we just leave it like that? Like, can the appointment, you know, can it just be this, right? She finishes the other hand, and I'm just like, oh, can I leave it just like this? And she's like, oh, like, no design? And I'm like, no, like, no design, no filing, no buffing, nothing. Like, can the appointment just be over now? And like, she's not understanding me. The other nail girl that I was DMing, she's not understanding me. Like, her client was like trying to understand what I'm saying too, and I'm like, guys, can I just like leave the appointment right now? Like, can I just pay and leave like this? And she's like they're confused, and they're just like, yeah, sure. So I paid them, it was 55 or 50 or something, and I just gave 60, and I just left, and I literally walked out. Like, they just look so fucking bad. Like, it was burning so bad. This girl did not even remove the cuticles. She didn't even, like, oh my god, they just look so fucking bad. Hold on, let me show you guys. Like, do you see how far away from the cuticle that fucking is? This is the other hand. This stuff only happens to me. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do now. Like, I'm just sitting here in the parking lot. Like, do I go to another salon and get them fixed? Like, should I just get them like soaked off? I don't know. I don't know why I have such bad luck with nail techs. Like, this only happens to me. This was my 13th reason. This was my 13th reason. Oh my god, this stuff only happens to me. With that being said, I guess I will not be posting any of my nail transitions because I have no nails.
Where do you guys find good nail salons? Because never have I ever had a good experience at a nail shop. I haven't been in years, but I decided, let me give this new place a chance. They did a good job on my pedicure. Let me see if they could do a full set. Never again. Never again, bro. I got work tomorrow, and I got a wedding on Thursday, bro. What?
So let me tell you about the worst nail experience ever. I get to my appointment on time for this girl to tell me that she's out of black gel nail polish and we gotta go to the supply store. She literally drags me to the supply store. Finally, we get back to the shop, and before starting my nails, she decides to eat. This girl started eating. Finally started my nails. Now I knew what I wanted. I told her I wanted these short chrome French tips. She's gonna tell me that she doesn't do short nails, only medium and extra large, and the design I want is too basic. She's not doing that. Wait, what? So she basically strong arms me into doing what she wants to do at this point. Ends up giving me these long ass nails, mad long. Like, what is this? Anyway, now at this point, I'm like, whatever, just continue. She starts cutting off my cuticle skin, cuts off mad skin, talking about something. I have to make space to show the nail. Like, girl, shut up. Just hurry up. Meanwhile, it's freezing in the store. Like, you could see the ice on this brush. Like, why is your brush frozen, girl? Like, why? She finally starts laying the acrylic. And, y'all, why the light literally shut out in the middle of this shit? The whole skin shop, light gone. We had to use this iPhone light. That wasn't doing shit. We end up going next door because we literally could not drill, couldn't file, no nothing. Ends up packing up what we needed. Went next door. There was a salon next door or whatever. So we went next door to finish the nails up. We get over there, and she got us using this little wooden table. Mad uncomfortable. At this point, I'm aggy, and I'm just ready to go. Like, ready to go. So I'm like, do you know what you're doing? Like, you still didn't tell me what design. She's gonna look at me and tell me that she's just gonna freestyle. Meanwhile, she's running back and forth between the hair salon and the shop to get nail supplies. She comes back. She starts hand drawing this French tips. I'm like, all right, this might turn out cute or whatever. Like, cool. The work was neat. I give her that. She took her time.
So I'm like, all right, let's see how this turns out. Homegirl starts drawing blue stripes on my nails. Where's this going? At this point, I'm just fed up and I'm like, you know what? Whatever, like, just do whatever you want to do. Like, just get me out of here. Like, she starts doodling. I'm talking like drawing hearts, fucking XOXOs, just doing mad extra shit. Taking her sweet time, paying attention to detail. Like, at this point, I'm just like, yo, I look up, she's drawing stick figures, bro. Like, she's drawing stick figures on my nails. I don't know who that lady is because that bob is mad stiff. That girl is not me. Like, who are you drawing? Anyway, nails turned out mad fire. It's like a composition notebook or whatever. Like, but this shit was dope. And I left without paying her because it's my best friend. And y'all should book her because her work is mad nice. All right, bye.
Was her best friend and she was just promoting her business. But even though that was a skater, most of those other ladies though are not so lucky. And let's be real, sometimes even when you do everything right, things still can go wrong. Who knew that getting your nails done could be or come with so much drama? I mean, what's the worst thing that has ever happened to you at a nail salon? Let me hear your stories down in the comment section. And as per usual, you know I can't wait to read them. What makes it even more frustrating is how much we spend on these appointments. Time, money, and of course trust. No wonder why these people are turning to TikTok and Instagram to vent their horror stories. When you look down at your hand and you just feel like you want to cry, you know something is seriously wrong. It's kind of sad but also eye-opening about the realities of beauty appointments not always going according to plan. Just like this next clip. Is she okay? Let's take a look.
So guys, I did my nails yesterday. I went for the Gel X gel. They are lovely, but please someone explain this gap. And I've mentioned it to the lady and she said it's because my nail is downwards. But the rest are fine. So clearly it's not my nail. Look at that. Oh my, I don't know if you guys see the gap. Like, is she okay? That's the other hand. I've got the same problem here, but it's not as clear as the other one. Look, unbelievable. Like, oh my god. And that cost me £50. And now she's going to charge me to fix those two thumbs. Unbelievable. That's me for trusting someone on Instagram and trying to support their business. Look what happens. Yeah.
I was just traumatized in the nail shop. And I know that might be small to y'all, but let me explain what happened to me. So, first and foremost, y'all know I am a nail connoisseur. I love nails that are unbelievably long. 1,000,000 diamonds, 1,000,000 stones, design, spiral nail, it don't matter, that's me. Today I decided that I was going to give my nails a break. I was going to soak my nails off because I kept bumping into shit and they kept breaking or lifting. So I was going to do a soak off and I was going to do an overlay because my nails have grown rather long. So the overlay was going to not be as long as I usually wear my nails, but longer than super short. So my nail tech is not available, but my nails were kind of hurting. So I said, let me come to a local nail shop. Came to a local nail shop, right? Had the lady soaking off my nails, explained to her, you know, hey, I don't know if I just want to get gel polish or if I want to get an overlay. I'm not sure. So as we doing that, as we soaking off, you know, it takes 2 or 3 times. You got to dip it in the acetone, I guess, whatever it is, to get the acrylic off. The third time, you know, each time they shave it down. The third time she's shaving it down, I'm not paying attention, and she takes the fingernail clippers and clips my nail. I said, wait, no, I want to keep the length. So now one hand has nails longer than the second hand because she clipped the first hand. So she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I will add acrylic. If we get overlay, I'm going to add acrylic because I don't want no tips. I'm going to add acrylic just to make it meet the length of the other hand. That's fine. Cool. I ain't tripping. So here it is. Now we're putting acrylic on it for the overlay. For the overlay, she makes one hand meet the other hand. And then y'all know the part where they flip your nail upside down and start drilling? She drilled the nails that are mine off. The whole purpose of me having shorter nails was to wear the length of my nails. Bitch, the nail is gone. She drilled it off. There's no more nail under there. After I said it got acrylic on it. And look at these nails look like the Smurfs. They look like the Smurfs, like the hats of the Smurf. And it don't, see, this video ain't doing it no justice. It's uneven, lopsided. What am I supposed to do with this? What shape is this? What the fuck shape is this? And don't come telling me about you should have stopped it. She said she was gonna fix it and shape it at the end.
Look at this.
This is the reality of the damage that can be done to your nails if you continue going to nail salons that are not credible. This is a client that's been coming to me consistently for 2 years, no breaks, acrylic nails, structured manicures, all of it. No dents, indents, nothing on her nails. Nails are a lot more than cute nail art. Make sure your nail tech is putting your nail health as the #1 priority overall. And if nobody's told you, I'm gonna tell you now, your nail retention will be better if your natural nails are healthy.
One of the cons of going to the same service provider consistently is they get a little comfortable. Like, I'm not one of your little friends. I pay you. At the end of the day, we talk. This is cool. I like you. Good company. But I pay you, right? I've been going to the same nail lady since like September or August. And she kind of left me for dead like in January. But I let it go. Today, it's 9:41. I'm outside her place for my appointment for 9:30. She just texted me back saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't make the appointment. I told you, hey, I'll see you at 9:30. You liked the message. Is that not confirmation? Now I got my nails like this. I gotta put some press-ons. Like, I don't know, I'm just really blown right now because she really eats down and it's a good price. It's $60 every time. So it's like I need to stay with you, but you moving too comfortable.
Alright, story time of how I just started crying in a nail salon. Figured I might as well tell you guys the story while the emotions are running hot, so let's go. I basically had a panic attack. It was so horrible. You know how none of us girlies ever want to tell the nail tech that we don't like our nails or that one of them is messed up? This is why. I'm really bad at telling stories, so I need to figure out how to articulate myself well. So I had an appointment at 2:30, but the weird thing was, within the first like 45 minutes of being there, 3 different nail techs were working on my nails. The first one just removed the polish, the next one was cutting them down, the next one was buffing them and filling them. It was so out of control. And the last girl that was working on my nails, she was like on the phone and standing and like doing my nails, and she was filing so hard because you could tell she was like annoyed for some reason. And she was doing it so hard, like they started to hurt. And she wasn't really paying attention to how short she was getting them. Like, her pressure was insane. She was just like trying to shape them. And then when she gets off the phone, she's like, are these good? And I'm just like, hey, why are like these two like so short? Like, there was no nail left. They were all the way to like my natural nail. And she gets so mad. I need to make sure I don't start crying. So basically she's like, oh my goodness, it's like not my fault. This other girl, like, she cut them too short. She should have left more length for me, all this kind of stuff. And in my head, I'm like, no, you just weren't paying attention to how short you made them because you were on the phone and you were standing doing it. Like, I was very tempted to start filming. I honestly wish I would have. And then this like huge fight breaks out. Like, there's like 6 people yelling at each other. I obviously can't understand their language. They're just going nuts. They made me so uncomfortable. She literally like was just like yelling at everybody. She wasn't yelling at me directly, but everybody, like all the nail techs started like walking by, giving weird looks. And I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong, but I was like, my eyes started getting really teary-eyed and I started getting really, really hot and getting panicky. Like, I felt like I was gonna lose it. I'm gonna try not to cry. Oh my goodness. That was so bad. I'm like, they made me feel so shitty just for asking why these two were so short. Like, there was no nail left. It would have looked weird. And not that they like said it was my fault, but like to put me in that position to feel that uncomfortable and that much screaming and yelling. Like, everybody in the nail salon was uncomfortable. Like, the girls were like, there was other girls that were like you guys are like the ones that messed up. Like, other people were trying to take my side, but it was just so out of control, guys. And basically I was just like, you know what, I have somewhere to be. I have to go pick up my dogs. I just made something up because I like had to get out of there. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so choked up because I just felt like, whew, I will never again tell a nail tech that there's something wrong with my nails. Like, I don't care how bad they look. Like, this is lesson learned. Whew, I need to go and like take a walk and like a breather because I am running hot right now. I know this was a couple weeks ago, but a little update on my nail appointment. So I did call them asking for a refund. They tried to fight me on it. And then they were like, okay, yeah, you can come in for a refund. Because we can't do a refund, you have to get it in cash, which is kind of weird. And I'm like, I really didn't want to go in because I'm like traumatized. So I'm like, I'm gonna send my husband. And they're like, no, it has to be you. So I'm like, probably so they can yell at me again or make me feel bad for coming in. But it took me 2 weeks to do it, but I'm here. So I'm gonna walk in there and get my refund. And I'm gonna record like just on my phone, like on my camera roll, just in case they start yelling or something goes, you know, shady, because last time I should have. So yeah, my heart is going so fast because I hate confrontation, but I gotta be a big girl and do this right now. Okay, that sucked, but it actually went fine. They had the money sitting there for me, $47.25 refunded. She did like totally give me attitude, and she's like, we can't service you anymore because you're clearly not happy here. I'm like, that's completely fine. Like, that's when I was like, did you actually think I was going to come back? You look in my head, I'm like, you really thought I was going to fight you on coming back to your salon after that experience? So anyway, I guess just take this as be a big girl, ask for a refund, because we do not deserve to be treated like that in nail salons. And they knew that it was the right thing to give me a refund. Like, it was kind of common sense. If you use your brain, you know that you guys messed up as a business, you know, you got to refund them. But yeah, I did it, and I am very proud of myself.
These are literally the worst nails I've ever done. Like, me wana na how fair ega okwatile unteta enga ya ha thola nix for 10 manading aga I get to be shame. And then isn't she supposed to use a tissue or a towel to wipe on, not on the dirty surface thing that's there? And isn't there a proper brush for designing? This is where it started getting lit. Like, bruh, what is this called? Like, what guys? These nails are so fat, agromo, amabi. Ew. Imagine if someone came up to me and they're like, hi, can I please see your nails? And then they bump into such fat nails. Like, no, a few hours later, I ended up cutting them. Yay.
Can you change my shape to almond? Because that's what I asked for initially.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you.
I really don't know what to tell you because I already have 3 on here. So.
Okay, but that's not what I asked for.
Well, do you not want your nails done? Because you can walk out like this.
No, you can finish, but since you only have 3 done, you can really just change the shape real quick. That's all I'm asking.
It's already square.
Okay, so how much did you say it was for the set again?
It's $90. 40 for your soak off and then 50 for your set overlay.
Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna pay the full 90 because this is not what I asked for.
What do you mean? I did your nails though.
Okay, well, like I said, I'll pay you half of what, because this is not what I asked for. So.
Well, I will call the police if you don't pay me my money.
Well, you won't have to call the police because I'm leaving.
You doing what?
Yeah. No, that situation definitely was a tough one. I can totally understand the frustration of the client who requests a nail change after seeing, the first few nails and how it was applied and realizing maybe, she no longer wanted it. It's always tricky, especially when you're in the chair and you feel like the nail tech isn't willing to accommodate your request, especially when you're paying for your services. On one hand, I get that nail techs invest a lot of time and effort into their work. I definitely respect that, and removing the nails after they have been applied can be time-consuming one and also costly because they'll be using extra material. But at the same time, it is essential for clients to leave satisfied, especially if you want them to return with their nails. A good nail tech should always prioritize and be open, of course, to make adjustment if a client isn't happy. Communication is key here, and we understand that some clients are just horrible. We get that. So ultimately, it should be a collaborative process. If the nail tech refuses to take them off and redo them, then it feels like a lack of understanding on the customer's part. A simple, respectful conversation can go a long way, and both parties should essentially feel comfortable expressing their own needs. Of course, do you think, especially in this scenario, should the client have insisted on a nail change, and was she also right for not paying the nail tech? And also, was the nail tech fair for standing her ground when she decided that she's going to call the police? Share your thoughts about this particular situation down below. Next, we have some stories from nail techs themselves sharing their experiences and insights from their perspective. Let's take a look.
Just to let you know, your nail tech is talking about you in a different language. So I live in Miami, and the nail salon that I used to work at had all different kinds of women pretty much Spanish just from different countries, and the majority of them did not speak any kind of English. So if you know, Miami is fully diverse. You get all different kinds of clients coming in through the door. However, anytime that the nail techs had seen somebody come in that seems as if they do not speak any kind of Spanish, they would start talking about them immediately. So one instance was, there was a client that had, there was a nail tech that was in there specifically who always spoke about her clients in front of her clients, talking about how she, look how big her hands are, or look how dirty her fingernails are, or da-da-da. She always had something to say, right? So there was a day that I told her, I was like, if I were you, I'd be very careful about the things that you say, and especially in front of your clients, because you never really know exactly who it is that speaks Spanish. Especially in Miami, there's people that may be black, white, native, anything, and they speak the language. But, she still continued on with her day as if it was nothing, still speaking about that person in Spanish. And there was a day that she came up to me, and I was tending to my client. And now my client, she looks like a regular American woman. You would have known that she speaks Spanish. However, when the girl had came over to me and she had started to say, wow, talking about an issue that she had with another client, can you believe she did this? Can you believe she did that? She looks down at my client's hands and she was like, oh, wow, look at her nails. They're so long. I could never have nails that long. My client, who looked back up to her, mind you, she was a black woman. She looks up to her and she goes in Spanish, oh, thank you. They may not be your nails, but they are my nails and I love them long. I'm Dominican, by the way. And I was like, and she was like, the nail tech was shocked because she responded to her in Spanish. And I was like, see, it's instances like that you have to be very careful because you never really know who speaks Spanish. So if you're ever wondering and you have anxiety about whether or not your nail tech is saying something about you in Spanish or in any other language, you're not understanding what they're saying, 9 times out of 10, they are really talking about you.
My poor client came in with bare nails. Her regular nail tech was angry with her for seeing someone else, and he took it out on her nails. He massively overfiled them and barely removed her acrylic. He should lose his license. Here's how they looked when I was done. Don't settle for a bad nail tech.
I am a nail tech from Utah, and I have a story time about the worst experience I've had with a client. Okay, so one day I get a DM from a girl and she's like, hey, I just moved here from California and I'm in the Ogden area. I have a friend who comes and gets her nails done by you and I would love to come get my nails done too. I didn't see this message because I was working, and so I didn't respond for a little bit, and then I got another DM from her and she was like, hey, I am trying to support you and I'd really appreciate it if I could get a DM back. Me, being the nice person that I am, I respond and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I was working. Yes, let's get you scheduled. So we schedule her from a few weeks from then. Then I have a different client come into me and she's like, hey, I heard my friend DM'd you and got an appointment. And I was like, what's your friend's name? She tells me, and it's that girl who had DM'd me. So then I'm talking to my client and my client's like, yeah, I told her to come to you forever ago, but she told me that your prices were too high and so she wanted to try someone else first. But she had a bad experience with this girl and now she's wanting to come to you. So I'm like, what was the bad experience? And my client continues to tell me that she went to this girl who charged like $20 for a full set of nails, and the girl did her nails and immediately the girl that DM'd me said, I don't like my nails, I want you to take them off. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already stressed now that I'm gonna do her nails. I'm like, what if she hates them and asks me to take them off at the end of her appointment? So then fast forward 3 weeks, this new client comes to me. She comes to her appointment and the first thing she says is, I'm from California and so I don't really do this thing. And I'm like, what, get your nails done? But I was like, oh no, you're fine. And like we chatted, I did her nails and I honestly did a very good job, and we scheduled her for another appointment. So we scheduled her for another appointment and fast forward, it's now that her second appointment. So I have her scheduled for 8 a.m. on a Monday, which I know, I'm crazy. So 8 a.m. rolls around and she doesn't come. And so I'm like, I'll give her a few minutes. Some people run late. All of a sudden it's 8:10, 8:15, and I'm like, she's not coming. So I DM her and I'm like, hey, I have you down for 8 a.m. Are you on your way? No response.
I message her again and I say, hey, because of the time, I'm going to have to reschedule you. And I do have a reschedule fee of $40 because technically you no-showed me. I said it a lot nicer. I don't know how I said it, but that's basically what I said. Then I get no DM back and I see she read it around noon that day. And then later I'm telling my husband and I go look and she blocked me on Instagram. Like, what does she think I'm gonna do? Then her friend comes back to me and she had told her friend a completely different story, that she DM'd me and told me that she just wasn't gonna get her nails done anymore, which was a total lie. Anyway, so now I'm blocked and I showed up at 8 a.m. for literally no reason. But if this is the worst experience I have, I'm thankful.
This is your sign to not cheat on your nail lady. I've been going to this one woman for forever. She's really good with sanitization. She's educated. She takes the effort to educate herself and sanitize her tools and the equipment that she uses. And recently, my mom came across this one girl and her and I just like started to go to her a couple of times. And now I have a nail infection. There's a nail infection on my nail. 2 nails, in fact, and I am livid. I'm livid. My regular nail lady has spoiled me, so I don't even think about watching for sanitization. And now that I think about it, I honestly don't even know if this girl was sanitizing before clients and she was having people back to back to back. So who else has nail infections now?
Come with me to go get my nails done. They're looking busted, crusted, and dusted. So we gotta fix that. I've just got the worst nail job of my life. I am appalled. I don't even know what just happened. She was cutting me like crazy, and the shape, I'm look at this. What is this? What is this? Like, look how thick. They're pointing up. Guys, look at that. Did I say anything? No. Will I say anything? No. Will I be back? No. I don't even know what to say. Like, she cut me like crazy. I never do things for myself, and you know what? Here I am. Yeah, I'm speechless. From afar, not too bad. I don't know. I'm going home. That just like ruined my day.
My client tried to leave without paying.
done?
What would you do?
Yeah, we're finished. What do you think? I think that there's nail polish all over my hand. I don't see any. Literally, do you not see the sparkle right there? Okay, let's get it. 1 second. I just don't understand how like that's so far away from my nails and you somehow got it on my skin. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm human. I make mistakes. But it's easy to come off. Just come off. How much are these? So we did a full set and detailed art, so it's gonna be $80 for you today. Well, I don't really think that this is detailed. I think they look kind of, honestly, I feel like Walmart does a better job. Oh, really? Like, okay. $80 for this? So you can feel free to go to Walmart next time if you'd like. Okay, so this time I'm not paying it. We discussed the price before your appointment. And I do have a card on file for you if you'd like to use that instead. Okay, yeah, so good luck with that. It's gonna decline. Okay. And then you can shove that declined notice straight up your ass. I don't know why you're being so... I'm not paying $80 for these. We discussed the price before you came in. They're not cute. I just don't know, like, your lines aren't straight, your stars are unsymmetrical. Can you... Like, I don't really know... Is there anything that I can do to fix it while we're still here? Well, I don't want to stay here longer. Like, I've already been here for so long. Yes. So, you made a good point there. My time is worth something. And well, obviously I do not have worth to charge good work. You. I believe that my work is good. If you don't have to come back to me again. You're more than welcome to, like you said, go to Walmart. They will not charge you as much as I will. I can't believe people come to you. Like, I came to you because my friend recommended you, but obviously she's delusional, as are you, with the quality of work that you do. Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna be $80 today. I won't be able to let you leave without paying. Okay, so I'm just gonna though, because what are you gonna do? I will have to call the police. Are you threatening me? Am I threatening you?
Yes.
You're 5'2" ass. You think I'm threatening you? Honey, you're not a battle to threaten. Okay. So I'm gonna take my stuff and I'm gonna go.
I do have your information.
Oh, sorry, that's actually enough. Speaking on your part. Obviously you don't know how to solve issues just as well as you paint nails. Okay. So you can tell the cops that you did an awful job on my nails and that's why I didn't pay.
All right.
But I will be leaving, and also up you in your Google review.
Okay, so I will just have to cut the nails off if you're not going to be paying today.
My nails off?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Because you're not happy with them, so I'm going to cut them off.
But I need them on while I make an appointment at Walmart. So
if you need them on, then you need to pay.
I won't be paying.
Okay, then I will be cutting your nails
I came in with most of these nails already on. You just filled them in, so I don't know where you think you get off.
I really, I understand your frustration in your nails, and it's okay if you don't want to come back to me.
Literally,
I do have to charge you
if
for
you
my
wouldn't
time.
mind, here's $10 for the time for you to shut the fuck up and maybe just find a new career. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Have a good day.
Are you going to add acrylic to this one too?
Yeah, I was going to do that next.
So are you going to file these?
Oh yeah, I was going to do that next.
Just making sure.
Thank you. Say that again?
You're going to file the cuticles down, right?
Oh yeah, I was going to do that next for you right now. I was going to do that next. Right here. See, got it all ready for you.
You're going to buff these, right?
Yeah, I was going to buff it next after this.
Okay, because they're not smooth at all.
Yeah, I'll buff it for you right now. Sorry.
No, clearly that last clip was satire, but it's also relatable since many of us has had similar experiences or one or the other. But we should also remember that sometimes, as I said, things don't go as expected and we can all have a laugh about it. It's clear that a simple trip to the nail salon can sometimes turn into a nightmare. Hopefully these stories will remind you to 1, always be cautious, and 2, speak up if something doesn't feel right. So if you have enjoyed the video, guys, please ensure to give it a thumbs up and remember to hit that subscribe button for more juicy compilations and of course relatable story time. And this is where we will wrap up with today's video, guys. Don't forget to like the video and oh yes, hit that notification bell so you know every time I drop a video. And of course, if you want to see more videos like these, please feel free to go ahead and click that up next video here on your screen. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. My name is Jody and I aspire to inspire. Until next time, guys, walk good.